You won't believe the giant beagle in Idaho. Dog Bark Park, an enchanting spot in Idaho, features an extraordinary house shaped like a colossal beagle named Sweet Willie. This quirky structure isn't just a home, it's a delightful tourist attraction that captures the hearts of dog lovers and curious travelers. Standing proudly, Sweet Willie serves as a tribute to man's best friend, adorned with playful dog-themed decorations that make every visit a treat. Families flock here to marvel at the scenic surroundings and snap photos of this unique landmark. Inside, visitors can explore a charming gift shop filled with handcrafted wooden dog carvings made by the park's owners, who are also talented artists. Dog Bark Park offers more than just a great photo op. It's a place where you can embrace your love for dogs while enjoying the serene beauty of Idaho. Who wouldn't want to visit a giant beagle? Turns out babysitting boosts grandparents' lifespan. Recent research shows that grandparents who take care of their grandchildren often enjoy longer lives compared to those who don't. This fascinating connection might be linked to the social engagement and mental stimulation that comes with caring for little ones. When grandparents spend time with their grandchildren, they not only strengthen family bonds but also keep their minds active and hearts thriving. Interacting with children can lead to increased happiness and reduced feelings of loneliness, both of which are crucial for overall health. Additionally, this caregiving role may encourage physical activity, as grandparents often find themselves on their feet, chasing after active kids or participating in engaging games. So, the next time you see your grandparent playing with your child, remember that they might just be adding years to their life in more ways than one. Ever heard of an ultracryptidarian? This fascinating term refers to individuals who share their opinions on subjects they lack knowledge about, often leading to humorous misunderstandings. Imagine someone confidently talking about the complexities of quantum physics despite never having studied science. Ultracryptidarians appear in all walks of life, fueled by the internet, where sharing opinions has never been easier. With social media platforms encouraging everyone to express their thoughts, even on complex issues, it's no surprise that many jump into conversations well beyond their expertise. While we all have opinions, there's a fine line between sharing ideas and spreading misinformation. Understanding this concept can help us navigate discussions more thoughtfully. Next time you join a debate online or in person, consider how much you truly know about the topic. Are you speaking from personal experience or just repeating what you've heard? Believe it or not, the hydraulic press has a wild history. This incredible invention was created by Joseph Bramah in the 18th century with the aim of transforming industrial processes. Bramah's design used the principle of hydraulics, allowing a small amount of force applied at one point to create a much larger force at another. This revolutionary tool quickly became a game-changer in manufacturing, helping to shape metal and compress materials with surprising ease. Fast forward to today, and you might find the hydraulic press in some unexpected places, like viral internet videos where it crushes everyday items, from toys to fruits. People enjoy watching this powerful machine at work, and it has become a popular source of entertainment. Isn't it fascinating how inventions can shift from serious industrial uses to amusing online content? The hydraulic press shows us how creativity and technology can intersect in fun ways. So next time you see a toy getting crushed, remember its powerful origins and how far it has come. Is it really true that kukuri dancers scare away spirits? The kukuri are vibrant Bulgarian performers known for their lively traditional dances, especially during the onset of winter. Wearing colorful costumes, these dancers engage in rituals that serve a unique purpose: to chase away evil spirits and usher in good fortune. This fascinating tradition blends music, movement, and ancient beliefs, creating a captivating spectacle that not only entertains but also strengthens community ties. As winter approaches, villagers gather to witness these performances, which showcase intricate steps and spirited rhythms. The costumes, often adorned with bells and other decorations, enhance the experience, making the dancers resemble mythical guardians. Each performance is a celebration of culture, reflecting the hopes of the community for protection and prosperity in the cold months ahead. The kukuri dances are a striking reminder of how traditions can unite people and preserve their heritage. So next winter, if you hear the sound of ringing bells and lively music, you'll know the Kukuri are out to protect their community. Here's a wild fact about methane release. As global temperatures continue to rise, something alarming is happening beneath our feet. Permafrost is thawing. This frozen ground, found mainly in Arctic regions, has been holding onto methane, a powerful greenhouse gas, for thousands of years. When permafrost melts, it releases this methane into the atmosphere, which is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide in trapping heat. This creates a dangerous feedback loop. More warming leads to more thawing, which leads to even more methane release. Scientists warn that if this cycle doesn't stop, we could reach a tipping point where climate change becomes irreversible. The implications are huge, affecting weather patterns, sea levels, and ecosystems worldwide. Understanding this process is crucial for tackling climate change and safeguarding our planet's future. How can we slow down this alarming trend? Guess what really drives our sense of time? Dinosaurs roamed the Earth for an astonishing 150 million years, while humans have only been around for about 200,000 years, making up a tiny fraction, just 0.1% of that vast timeline. Imagine the world during the age of dinosaurs, with enormous creatures like Tyrannosaurus rex and gentle giants like Brachiosaurus. They ruled the land, while early mammals were hiding in the shadows, barely existing. Fast forward to today, and it's fascinating to think about how our short existence pales in comparison to the reign of these incredible reptiles. We often feel like humans have always been the center of the universe, but in reality, we share our planet's history with these ancient giants. So the next time you think about time, remember that the era of dinosaurs was not just a chapter, but a whole book, spanning millions of years before we even appeared. What do you think we can learn from their long reign? Did you know about Kentucky's quirky duckling law? In this state, it's illegal to dye ducklings blue or any other bright color. This unusual law is part of efforts to protect animal welfare, ensuring that young animals, like ducklings, are treated with kindness and respect. The bright colors can mislead potential owners who might purchase these dyed birds thinking they are merely fashionable pets. In reality, dyeing affects the ducklings' health and well-being. Additionally, these vibrant colors often fade as the ducklings grow, leaving them looking less appealing and potentially abandoned. Kentucky's law reminds us how crucial it is to care for animals responsibly. So if you see a duckling, let it be the beautiful, natural yellow or brown it was meant to be. How many other curious laws like this exist across the country? Turns out the truth is that the Voynich manuscript is a mystery. Housed in a vault at Yale University, this captivating book has puzzled scholars and cryptographers since its discovery in 1912. What makes it so intriguing? Written in an unknown language, the manuscript is filled with bizarre illustrations, including botanical diagrams of plants that don't even exist and constellations that don't match any star patterns we've ever seen. Its fluid calligraphy and strange symbols only add to the enigma. Why has no one managed to decode it after all these years? Many experts believe that the manuscript could be an elaborate hoax, while others think it might contain lost knowledge from a forgotten civilization. With numerous theories and ongoing research, the Voynich manuscript invites both excitement and frustration, making it one of history's most compelling unsolved puzzles. Did you know about the amazing mammalian diving reflex? This remarkable physiological response kicks in when our face comes in contact with water, and it works wonders for conserving oxygen while we swim or dive. When water touches our skin, especially around our face, our heart rate slows down significantly. This slowdown helps us maintain energy and oxygen levels, allowing us to stay submerged longer without the need to breathe. Interestingly, this reflex isn't unique to humans. It's found in many mammals, especially those that are adapted to life in the water, like seals and dolphins. They can dive deep and hold their breath for an extended time thanks to this incredible adaptation. So next time you take a plunge, remember that your body is naturally equipped with an amazing tool to help you stay underwater longer. How cool is that? Ever thought about why USB sticks raced across Yorkshire? In a quirky event, USB sticks participated in a unique race starting from a Yorkshire farm where they had to cover a challenging distance of 50 miles. Imagine tiny devices in a competition, just like athletes sprinting on a track. They faced hurdles, delays, and the unpredictability of data transfer. After almost an hour and a quarter, the USB sticks crossed the finish line. But here's the surprising part. Only 24% of a 300 megabyte file had been uploaded by that time. This showcases how even the fastest technology can have its limits, especially when faced with large data transfers. The race wasn't just about speed, it highlighted how technology often behaves differently than we expect. Whether it was slow connections or technical glitches, this odd race reminds us that sometimes even the best gadgets need a bit of time to catch up. Believe it or not, a war that lasted 335 years. This extraordinary tale is known as the Dutch Scilly War, which started in 1651 and lingered without a single battle or loss of life. The bizarre conflict arose from a dispute tied to the English Civil War, illustrating how complicated historical events can lead to unexpected outcomes. Despite its name, the war was mostly a paperwork affair, involving the Netherlands and the tiny Scilly Isles off the coast of England. For over 3 centuries, the two sides maintained a state of war on paper, while life continued normally. People went about their daily routines, entirely unaware that a conflict existed. It wasn't until 1986 that the Dutch finally recognized they had actually forgotten about the war. This strange occurrence highlights how history can be filled with oddities, making us reflect on how sometimes it's not the battles, but the peace that deserves the most attention. Isn't it fascinating that an official war could come to an end just because of collective forgetfulness? Can you believe how special the number 7 is? This iconic digit is often seen as lucky in many cultures, but it also holds a unique spot in mathematics. Unlike other single-digit numbers, 7 doesn't follow the usual multiplication patterns that most numbers do. For instance, if you multiply 2 single-digit numbers, you often end up with very predictable results. But 7 surprises us by standing apart, creating a number of fascinating properties. This peculiarity boosts its charm, leading people to associate it with good fortune. You'll find 7 popping up in our lives constantly. Think of the 7 wonders of the world, the 7 continents, even the 7 days of the week. All this adds to the mystery and allure of this number. So whether you see it as a symbol of luck or just an intriguing mathematical oddity, 7 certainly has a special place in our hearts and minds. Scientists recently discovered that what drives American vigilance in community safety? In the United States, quickly reporting suspicious activities is not just common, it's seen as an essential civic duty. Unlike in Belarus or Russia, where similar actions might be termed informing, Americans embrace this vigilance as a community responsibility. When residents notice an unfamiliar figure loitering or hear unusual noises late at night, their instinct is to alert the authorities. This proactive behavior is deeply rooted in the belief that being watchful not only prevents crime, but also fosters a secure environment for everyone. Many Americans feel a sense of duty to protect their neighborhoods, acting swiftly without waiting for prompts or encouragement. This mindset creates a stronger bond among community members, promoting a culture where safety is everyone's concern. Such vigilance is viewed not as nosiness, but as a heroic duty that enhances public order and community well-being. This cultural perspective raises an intriguing question. How does this mindset compare to safety approaches in your own country? Here's a wild fact about the halo effect. The halo effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that shapes the way we perceive people. Imagine meeting someone for the first time and immediately finding them attractive or likable. This first impression can significantly influence how we view their other traits, even if we barely know them. For example, if we think someone is beautiful, we might also assume they are kind, smart, or funny, even without evidence. This can happen in many settings, like at work or in social situations, where a charming smile might lead us to trust someone more than we should. It's important to be aware of this bias because it can cloud our judgment and lead to unfair assumptions. So next time you're making a first impression, remember that you might be affected by the halo effect too. Believe it or not, Madagascar rules vanilla production. This island nation is a true treasure trove of flavor, uniquely supplying an astonishing 80% of the world's vanilla market. Often referred to as the vanilla capital, Madagascar specializes in bourbon vanilla, renowned for its delightful, rich and creamy flavor. What adds to Madagascar's allure is its contribution beyond vanilla. It is also a key player in the perfume industry, producing significant amounts of cloves and ylang-ylang. Cloves offer a warm and spicy aroma, making them essential in both culinary delicacies and exquisite fragrances. Meanwhile, ylang-ylang, with its exotic floral scent, has become a staple in high-end perfumes, adored by fragrance enthusiasts worldwide. These thriving plants owe their success to Madagascar's unique climate and diverse ecosystems, providing ideal conditions for growth. The country's lush landscapes are a testament to the hard work of local farmers who grow these valuable crops. So the next time you enjoy a slice of vanilla cake or catch the delightful scent of your favorite perfume, remember that Madagascar's rich agricultural heritage is what makes those experiences truly special. Did you know that apples have special breathing spots? These tiny pinprick dots found on apples, potatoes, and various fruits are called lenticels. Lenticels play a crucial role in the life of a plant by acting as pores for gas exchange, similar to how our lungs work. While we can't see them up close without a magnifying glass, they allow oxygen to enter the plant and carbon dioxide to exit, keeping the plant healthy. You might think of these little spots as the plant's way of breathing. When you bite into a crunchy apple, those lenticels are working hard, making sure the fruit gets what it needs to stay fresh and tasty. This fascinating feature isn't just limited to apples. It's common in many fruits and vegetables. So next time you enjoy a piece of produce, remember those tiny lenticels silently supporting life. Have you encountered a fruit with lenticels before? Did you know Iceland is reptile-free? This fascinating fact highlights the unique nature of the island nation. Unlike many other countries, Iceland boasts no native reptile species, which is quite unusual considering the diversity of the animal kingdom around the globe. The cold climate, combined with the island's volcanic landscape, creates an environment that's not very hospitable for reptiles, which typically thrive in warmer conditions. While you might encounter magnificent birds and adorable mammals like puffins and Arctic foxes, scaly reptiles are nowhere to be found. Climate plays a huge role in this absence, as reptiles rely on external heat sources to regulate their body temperature. Consequently, you won't spot any snakes, lizards, or turtles basking in the sun. Interestingly, because of its isolation, Iceland has developed a distinct ecosystem with many species found nowhere else on Earth. So if you're a reptile enthusiast, this unique characteristic is just one more reason to appreciate Iceland's beautiful landscapes and wildlife that thrive in chilly temperatures. Prepare to be amazed by glass's new species. In 2015, scientists made an exciting discovery in material science. A new type of glass was identified, shaking up our understanding of this common substance. Known as a metallic glass, this innovative material has properties that differ greatly from traditional glass. Unlike regular glass, which is brittle and can shatter easily, metallic glass is known for its exceptional strength and flexibility. This discovery opens the door to a plethora of new possibilities in technology and design. Imagine using this super strong glass in everything from smartphones to bulletproof shields. Researchers believe that metallic glass could lead to lighter and more durable products, enhancing various industries. As we delve deeper into the world of materials, who knows what other incredible innovations await us? Hard to believe the brain can't feel pain directly. It's fascinating to learn that while our brains are responsible for processing all kinds of sensations, they don't actually have pain receptors. This means the brain itself does not feel pain in the same way our skin or muscles do. Instead, pain can be detected in the meninges, which are the protective coverings of the brain. So if you bump your head or experience a headache, the discomfort actually comes from these outer layers or from nearby structures like the scalp and bones, not the brain itself. This unique feature helps explain why certain brain surgeries can be done while a patient is awake. The doctors can operate without causing the brain itself any direct pain. Interestingly, this also means that brain injuries might not feel like typical pain sensations that we experience elsewhere in our bodies. Understanding this intricate relationship of pain perception helps scientists and doctors explore better ways to manage headaches and other types of pain. Isn't our brain's design simply remarkable? Here's what actually happens when you say utopia. The word utopia is fascinating because it literally means no place. Coined by Sir Thomas More in his 1516 book, utopia represents an imaginary society where everything is perfect. Yet the irony is in its very definition. In Greek, ou means no, and topos means place. This implies that a perfect society may only exist in our dreams. Utopian concepts challenge us to think about the flaws in our reality, highlighting issues like inequality and environmental degradation. While we may never achieve a true utopia, the idea encourages us to strive for improvements in our communities. It inspires conversations about what an ideal society could look like and pushes us to create positive change. So the next time someone talks about utopia, think about how it reflects our hopes and aspirations for a better future. Turns out, the truth is that cricket can surprise you. In a memorable 2004 match, a player made a jaw-dropping catch that left everyone stunned. While the ball was resting on the ground, this player managed to snag it with his helmet. Even though the umpire ruled it a dead ball, meaning the play was technically over, this extraordinary act turned him into an instant legend among cricket fans. Imagine watching your favorite sport and witnessing an unusual moment like that. The episode sparked countless discussions and jokes, showing how sometimes the most unexpected things can capture our hearts. The player's incredible quick thinking and unexpected move reminded everyone that cricket is not just about skill, but also about creativity and having fun. Moments like these are what make sports so thrilling and unpredictable. Have you ever seen anything as wild as catching a ball with a helmet? Guess what really drives Amazon's incredible success? Amazon, once just a humble online bookstore, has made history by becoming the first company to reach a market value of over $1 trillion. Founded by Jeff Bezos in a garage, Amazon has evolved into a global empire that redefined not just shopping, but also how we read and use technology. This transformation has changed our lives in remarkable ways. For instance, now we have instant access to a vast library of books with just a click, and smart speakers powered by Alexa are becoming common in homes. Shoppers can browse millions of products from around the world without leaving their couches. Amazon's innovative approach to customer service and technology continues to shape the retail landscape. As we look to the future, it's exciting to think about how this giant will continue to influence our daily lives. What will Amazon think of next? Ever wondered why Mars looks like a desert? Some regions of Mars exhibit a desert-like appearance that's surprisingly similar to the famous Atacama Desert in Chile. This intriguing resemblance comes from the arid landscape, which is almost completely devoid of vegetation. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places on Earth, receiving less than an inch of rain each year. Mars, with its thin atmosphere and distant sun, also has extremely limited water availability, making it an inhospitable environment for life as we know it. The reddish surface of Mars, marked by rocky terrain and fine dust, creates a striking visual parallel to the golden hues of the Atacama. Scientists study these similarities to understand Mars' past and potential for life. Could finding more parallels help us learn if life ever existed on Mars? The connection between these two desert worlds sparks our imagination and drives scientific curiosity. This might surprise you. Vietnam's Marble Mountains await discovery. These stunning natural wonders are not merely beautiful sights. They're incredible karst formations primarily composed of marble. Over thousands of years, the relentless forces of wind and water have sculpted these mountains into breathtaking shapes that captivate everyone who visits. As you explore this awe-inspiring landscape, you'll unearth a hidden world filled with mysterious caves, elusive grottos, and twisting underground passages. Many of these caves shelter ancient temples and serene Buddha statues. offering a fascinating insight into the region's rich cultural heritage. Picture yourself wandering through a cool, dimly lit cave, the air thick with history, as you admire the remarkable artistry of both nature and humankind. The Marble Mountains are more than just a picturesque backdrop. They encapsulate stories and secrets from a bygone era, inviting travelers to immerse themselves in their beauty and the intertwining of nature and spirituality. Whether you're an experienced adventurer or a casual sightseer, this majestic site guarantees an unforgettable experience. Let's uncover the truth about Murphy the Eagle. In 2023, a remarkable story unfolded at a sanctuary dedicated to wildlife rehabilitation. Murphy, a disabled bald eagle, had gained attention after he tried to hatch a rock, mistaking it for an egg. His caretakers realized Murphy's nurturing instincts were strong, and they decided to give him a chance at parenthood. They replaced the rock with an orphaned eaglet, bringing joy and hope to Murphy's life. This new responsibility transformed him as he learned to care for his adopted chick, feeding it and keeping it warm. Witnessing Murphy as a devoted dad warmed the hearts of many, proving that love knows no bounds in the animal kingdom. His story shines a light on the dedication of wildlife caretakers and the resilience of animals. Can you believe how a rock led to this touching father-son bond? Prepare to be amazed by Agincourt's staggering losses. The Battle of Agincourt, fought in 1415, was a turning point in the Hundred Years' War, marking a severe defeat for French forces. The French army faced catastrophic losses, with around 3,000 knights and squires falling in battle. Among the notable casualties were 3 dukes, 9 counts, and even an archbishop. This battle highlighted the effectiveness of the English longbowmen, who decimated the French ranks from a distance. The English forces, led by King Henry VIII, were heavily outnumbered but used their knowledge of the terrain and superior tactics to their advantage. The aftermath left the French nobility in shock, as the deaths of key figures disrupted their military command. Agincourt remains a symbol of resilience and ingenuity against overwhelming odds, demonstrating how a smaller force can achieve victory through strategy and skill. How does this legendary battle still influence military tactics today? Hard to believe, but check out Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, which opened in 2007, is not just the largest mosque in the United Arab Emirates, it ranks 8th in the world. Hosting over 40,000 worshippers, this architectural wonder leaves visitors speechless. As you approach, the sight of its 82 majestic domes standing tall above the courtyard immediately captivates your attention. Moreover, beneath these stunning domes lies the world's largest handmade carpet, meticulously crafted by skilled Iranian artisans. Can you imagine walking across this vast, intricate masterpiece? Inside, the mosque dazzles with crystal chandeliers that sparkle brilliantly, adding elegance to the serene atmosphere. Every inch of the space reflects extraordinary craftsmanship, showcasing the perfect blend of traditional Islamic design with modern elements. Whether you're exploring its grandeur, delving into its rich history, or seeking a peaceful place for reflection, the Sheikh Zayed Mosque is sure to leave an unforgettable impression on anyone who visits. Ready to be amazed by this stunning structure? You won't believe the birth of a rare giraffe. On July 31, 2023, a remarkable event took place at the Bright Sioux and Limestone, Tennessee Zoo. An unspotted giraffe was born. This unusual giraffe, standing out from typical spotted counterparts, is a true rarity. To celebrate this special arrival, the zoo organized a naming contest, allowing the community to get involved. After much anticipation and excitement, the name Kaipiki was selected, which means unique in Swahili, perfectly reflecting the special nature of this little one. Giraffes usually have distinctive spots that help them blend into their surroundings, so Kaipiki's solid color makes her an extraordinary sight. Visitors have been flocking to the zoo to catch a glimpse of this beautiful creature. Not only does this event highlight the wonders of wildlife, but it also emphasizes how communities can come together to celebrate nature's surprises. Will Kaipiki inspire others to cherish and protect such amazing animals? Chickens can't cross the road in Quitman, Georgia? This quirky law has baffled locals and visitors alike. Dating back to a time when rural life was more common, the regulation likely aimed to prevent traffic accidents involving these feathered friends. Imagine the scene, a chicken strutting across a busy road, causing chaos as cars swerve to avoid it. While it's certainly a funny nod to that classic joke about why chickens cross the road, it also speaks to broader efforts in the past to manage livestock. Such unusual laws remind us of how communities used to regulate everyday life, ensuring both animal welfare and public safety. Today, it's a delightful piece of trivia that's sure to get a chuckle, showing that even laws can have a humorous side. As you think about this, can you picture a chicken waiting at a crosswalk in Quitman, waiting for the light to change? Most people don't know this, but Ethiopia's calendar is unique. The Ethiopian calendar is about 7.5 years behind the more familiar Gregorian calendar, which most of the world follows. This difference is mainly because the Ethiopian calendar has 13 months instead of the usual 12. It includes 12 months that are each exactly 30 days long, plus an additional month called Pagum, which has either 5 or 6 days depending on the year. This unique structure results in a distinctive way of measuring time. For instance, when it's January 1st in the Gregorian calendar, it's actually around September 11th in Ethiopia. This fascinating difference can sometimes cause confusion for travelers and those doing business with Ethiopia, but it also reflects the rich cultural heritage of the country. Have you ever wondered how this calendar developed over the centuries? The shocking truth about dark energy revealed. And in the late 1990s, astronomers made a groundbreaking discovery. The expansion of the universe is actually speeding up. This astonishing phenomenon is attributed to dark energy, a mysterious force that makes up about 68% of our universe. Dark energy acts somewhat like an invisible hand, exerting a repulsive force that drives galaxies farther apart from each other, altering our understanding of cosmic evolution. Before this discovery, scientists believed that gravity would eventually halt the expansion or even reverse it over billions of years. Instead, dark energy's influence has resulted in a universe that is not only expanding, but doing so at an accelerating rate. This finding has sparked a flurry of research and debate within the scientific community, as researchers strive to understand the nature and origins of dark energy. What is this elusive force, and how does it impact the fate of the cosmos? As we delve deeper into these questions, we unlock new mysteries about our universe and our place within it. Here's something incredible about mobile phones and water access. More people worldwide own mobile phones than have access to clean drinking water. This shocking fact reveals a troubling reality. While billions enjoy the convenience of smartphones, millions still battle daily for safe water. Imagine waking up and not knowing if you'll find clean water for a drink or a meal. The situation emphasizes the urgent need to tackle the global water crisis, highlighting how essential services like clean water shouldn't take a backseat to technology. Our reliance on gadgets grows, but access to something as basic as water remains a challenge for countless communities. As we stand at this crossroads, it's vital to advocate for equitable access to both clean water and technology to ensure a healthier, more balanced future for everyone. How can we better support those in need? Believe it or not, a blind teen played quarterback. In 2021, 15-year-old Jason Bracey made history by becoming the first blind quarterback for a California high school football team. How did he do it? With incredible determination and the unwavering support of his father, Jason learned to memorize plays, practicing tirelessly to excel in his role. During games, his dad stood on the sidelines, using a walkie-talkie to provide real-time instructions and encouragement. This unique setup transformed Jason's experience on the field, proving that vision isn't everything when it comes to teamwork and sportsmanship. His story inspired teammates and audiences alike, showing that with creativity and commitment, any obstacle can be tackled. Jason's journey challenges our perceptions about disabilities and highlights the power of adaptability. Can you imagine the thrill of leading a team to victory while navigating the challenges of blindness? The world needs more stories like Jason's to remind us of the potential within every individual. Guess what really drives time at Schiphol Airport? In 2016, designer Martin Bass unveiled a stunning real-time clock that brilliantly merges art and technology. This unique creation features a painter who continuously erases and redraws the clock hands, making the passage of time a visual spectacle. Each minute, as the hands change, the artist refreshes the painted surface, transforming timekeeping into an engaging performance. This isn't just a way to tell time. It's a captivating blend of creativity and functionality that draws the attention of travelers and art lovers alike. While most clocks simply tick away the minutes, the Kapal clock invites onlookers to appreciate the fleeting nature of time. With this remarkable installation, BAS not only enhances the airport's aesthetic, but also challenges our perception of how we view and experience time. Isn't it fascinating how art can redefine everyday objects? Believe it or not, pelicans are nature's water bottles. These fascinating birds have incredibly elastic mouths that make them stand out in the animal kingdom. Their unique pouches can hold an astonishing 11 liters of water, which is equivalent to about 3 gallons. Imagine a built-in water bottle that not only stores water, but also helps these birds catch their meals. When hunting, pelicans dive into the water and scoop up fish along with the water, using their large pouches to trap their prey. This remarkable adaptation allows them to efficiently gather a large meal in one go. Once they've caught their lunch, they tilt their heads to drain the excess water before swallowing the fish. This exceptional ability not only aids in feeding, but also illustrates the wonders of evolution, showing how animals adapt to thrive in their environments. So the next time you see a pelican soaring along the coast, remember the incredible engineering behind its flexible mouth. How cool is that? Why exactly does fat seem so misunderstood? For years, many people believed that eating dietary fat directly leads to weight gain. This idea spread widely, creating a fear of high-fat foods. However, healthy fats, such as those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, are actually essential for your body. They provide energy and help your cells function properly. The truth is, weight gain is more closely linked to overall calorie intake than the amount of fat you consume. If you eat too many calories, regardless of whether they come from fats, carbs, or proteins, you're likely to gain weight. So rather than fearing fat, it's smarter to focus on a balanced diet. Incorporating healthy fats in moderation can even support heart health and improve nutrient absorption. Isn't it great to know that a little fat can be part of a healthy lifestyle? You might be shocked to learn that bridges can shake. In an intriguing episode from history, English soldiers found themselves in a predicament while crossing a bridge. Their synchronized marching created rhythmic vibrations, strong enough to raise safety concerns about the structure itself. The bridge, which had stood firmly for years, began to tremble under the force of their steps, leading to worries that it might not withstand the stress. As a result, military leaders issued a directive that soldiers should cease marching on the bridge to prevent any possible damage. This fascinating event highlights how the physics of sound and vibration can impact even sturdy constructions. The incident stands as a reminder that while we often think of bridges as stable, they can behave unexpectedly under certain conditions. So the next time you walk across a bridge, remember that your footsteps might create ripples of their own. Prepare to be amazed by China's floating Ferris wheel. This remarkable attraction features cabins that float on exterior rails, making it a one-of-a-kind ride experience. Located in the bustling city of Yangyin, the Axelis Ferris wheel stands as a symbol of modern engineering and creativity. As you glide in one of the futuristic cabins, you'll feel as if you're flying above the ground, offering stunning panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The innovative design not only enhances the thrill of riding, but also showcases the marriage of technology and fun. Imagine gently swaying with the breeze while enjoying the sight of a sunset or the city lights sparkling below. This unique ride attracts both locals and tourists eager to experience something different in the amusement park world. The Axelos Ferris wheel isn't just a ride, it's an adventure that combines excitement and innovation. Are you ready for a ride like no other? Unraveling Somalia's pirate investment secrets. In the waters off Somalia, a surprising business model has emerged among pirates, resembling a stock market system. Locals invest their money into pirate groups, expecting returns when the pirates hijack ships and demand ransom. This dangerous form of entrepreneurship not only reflects the desperation of some communities, but also offers a glimpse into the complicated social structures of the region. People often see this investment as a way to boost their income in a country struggling with poverty and lack of opportunities. While many may think of piracy as simply lawlessness, it's worth considering how these groups operate under local economic pressures. The risk is high, but for some, the reward might be the only path to survival. What drives individuals to invest in such perilous adventures? Exciting news in space exploration awaits us. Mr. Beast, the famous YouTuber known for his extravagant challenges and philanthropic videos, has announced a groundbreaking plan to send a lucky follower to space in an upcoming video. This bold move not only demonstrates Mr. Beast's penchant for pushing the boundaries of content creation, but also highlights the growing interest in space travel among everyday people. Imagine the thrill of experiencing weightlessness and gazing down at Earth from above. The competition to win this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is expected to be fierce, drawing in fans from all over. As Mr. Beast continues to inspire millions with his creative ideas, this space adventure promises to be another memorable moment in his journey. Will you be one of the lucky participants dreaming of stars and galaxies? Why exactly does China drink so much beer? With an astonishing annual consumption of 45.7 billion liters, China proudly holds the title of the world's largest beer market. This staggering amount is 2 times more than what Americans consume and more than 5 times that of beer-loving Germany. But what drives such extraordinary numbers? One reason is the rapid economic growth, which has led to an increase in disposable income, allowing more people to enjoy this refreshing beverage. Additionally, beer is deeply integrated into Chinese culture, often paired with meals during family gatherings and celebrations. You'll also find a growing trend of craft breweries popping up across the nation, catering to diverse taste preferences. The rising popularity of beer among the younger population, coupled with major sporting events and social occasions, only fuels the demand further. With each sip, you can feel the pulse of a nation that truly loves its beer. NASCAR cars are faster than you think. These racing machines pack an incredible punch with 400 horsepower, translating to mind-blowing speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, think about this. They can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in a mere 3.4 seconds. This combination of power and speed makes NASCAR races thrilling to watch. The cars are built for performance, featuring aerodynamics that help them slice through the air, allowing drivers to take sharp turns at breakneck speeds while maintaining control. The engineering behind these vehicles is impressive, including specialized tires designed for grip and stability on the track. Fans flock to races not just for the excitement, but also to see these marvels of technology in action, as drivers showcase their skills competing at such high velocities. So next time you tune into a race, remember the sheer power sitting behind the wheel. Can you imagine that cockroaches can survive radiation? It's true, while many people believe these critters can endure nuclear explosions, that's a bit of an exaggeration. However, cockroaches can withstand radiation levels that are up to 10 times higher than what humans can handle. This incredible resilience comes from their simple cellular structures and slow cell division rates, which make them less susceptible to radiation damage. They have adapted well over millions of years, enabling them to thrive in various environments. Yet they aren't the ultimate champions of survival. Other tiny creatures, like tardigrades and certain fungi, show even greater resistance to radiation. This fascinating comparison reveals that while cockroaches are indeed tough, the world of tiny organisms is full of surprises and incredible resilience. Did you know Canada has the most lakes? With a staggering total of 879,800 lakes, Canada stands as the champion of freshwater bodies, surpassing all other countries combined. This incredible statistic highlights not just the quantity, but also the beauty and diversity of the Canadian landscape. From the vast and serene Great Bear Lake in the Northwest Territories to the picturesque Lake Louise in Alberta, these lakes provide stunning views and a plethora of recreational activities. Fishing, kayaking, and hiking around these natural wonders attract millions of visitors every year. Interestingly, Many of these lakes were formed by ancient glaciers that carved out depressions in the land, creating perfect reservoirs for snowmelt and rainwater. Besides being a playground for outdoor enthusiasts, these lakes also play a crucial role in local ecosystems, providing habitats for countless species of fish, birds, and aquatic plants. So whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or simply someone who enjoys a good view, Canada's lakes offer something special for everyone. Have you ever wondered about Japan's strict gun laws? Japan is known for having some of the most stringent gun regulations in the world. Remarkably, even amidst tragedies, these laws are enforced consistently. For example, when a police officer tragically died by suicide using a firearm, the authorities posthumously charged him with violating gun regulations. This sharp contrast highlights Japan's unwavering commitment to firearm safety and the control of weapons in society. The process to legally own a gun in Japan is no small feat. Prospective owners must undergo rigorous background checks, mental health evaluations, and comprehensive training courses. As a result, private gun ownership is rare, making violent crime rates significantly lower than in many other countries. The incident involving the police officer emphasizes not just the laws themselves, but the cultural emphasis on responsibility and the weight that these regulations hold in daily life. How does this impact public safety and perceptions of gun ownership? Believe it or not, your bed hosts billions of dust mites. These tiny creatures, invisible to the naked eye, thrive in warm and cozy environments, making your mattress the perfect home. Dust mites feed mainly on dead skin cells that we shed while sleeping, creating a bustling city of activity right under your sheets. In fact, it's estimated that a single mattress can contain anywhere from 100,000 to 10 million of these microscopic guests. While they're harmless for most people, dust mites can trigger allergies and asthma in sensitive individuals. Keeping your bedding clean and dust-free is crucial. Washing your sheets in hot water at least once a week helps eliminate these unwanted roommates. Additionally, using dust mite-proof covers on pillows and mattresses can significantly reduce their population. So the next time you crawl into bed, remember that you're sharing your cozy space with an entire community of tiny critters. How would you feel about sleeping alongside billions of unseen dust mites? Can you imagine that so many chess openings exist? Chess is a game of strategy and tactics, and the first move can set the tone for the entire match. In fact, White has a whopping 20 possible opening moves to choose from. This includes 16 different ways to move the pawns, which can either advance 1 or 2 spaces forward on their first turn. Picture this. Every pawn on the board holds the potential to kick off the game in a unique way. But that's not all. White can also choose from 4 distinct knight moves. Each knight can hop to 2 different squares, giving players even more options to consider. These opening possibilities create a fascinating blend of tactics right from the start. Whether you're a novice or an experienced player, understanding these moves can dramatically impact the way the game unfolds. With so many choices, what strategy will you pick to outsmart your opponent? What if I told you AI can speed up drug discovery? In recent years, artificial intelligence algorithms have transformed the landscape of medicine, making the identification and development of new drugs much faster. Instead of the traditional trial and error methods, AI analyzes vast amounts of data to reveal potential candidates for new medications. One fascinating application is with oxytocin, often dubbed the love hormone. This powerful hormone is essential for creating trust, deepening attachments, and enhancing social interactions among people. By using AI to study oxytocin's effects, researchers can explore new therapeutic options for conditions like anxiety and autism. Imagine a world where breakthroughs in medicine occur at lightning speed, all thanks to cutting-edge technology. With AI at the forefront, we may soon see new treatments that improve lives in ways we never thought possible. Did you know owl eyes are not round? Most people picture an owl's eyes as perfectly spherical like a cartoon character, but the reality is quite different. Owl eyes are actually tubular in shape, resembling cylinders rather than balls. This unique design allows them to capture more light, which is crucial for their nighttime hunting skills. However, due to this shape, owls can't move their eyes in their sockets like we do. Instead, they have to swivel their entire heads, allowing them a remarkable range of vision. In fact, an owl can turn its head up to 270 degrees, so it can see behind itself without moving its body. This impressive ability not only makes them stealthy predators, but also helps them keep a lookout for potential threats in the dark. Isn't it fascinating how evolution shapes the way animals interact with their environments? Why would someone pay to be kidnapped? A fascinating French company is giving thrill seekers just that opportunity. They provide an unusual service where individuals can intentionally sign up to be kidnapped, but it's designed to feel real and shocking. The catch? Clients have to forget they even paid for this wild adventure. By waiting a while before the actual event, the company ensures that participants experience true surprise and excitement during their abduction. This experience aims to be a unique form of reality entertainment, mixing adrenaline with a dash of fear. Imagine the rush of being taken away unexpectedly, not knowing what's going to happen next. While this may sound extreme, it taps into a growing trend where people crave immersive and intense experiences that push personal boundaries. But here's the big question. Is it worth it to turn fear into fun? Most people don't know this, but seagulls have a wild trick. Some seagulls possess an astonishing ability to expel their internal organs to rid themselves of pesky parasites. This incredible survival adaptation is not just for show. It helps them maintain their health in challenging environments. When a seagull is infested with parasites, it can contract the muscles around its internal organs, pushing them out briefly. The expulsion process allows the seagull to shake off the parasites that cling to its organs, and once they're free of these nuisances, the bird can retract everything back inside. This unique defense mechanism demonstrates the extremes to which animals will go to survive. Not only is it intriguing, but it also highlights the remarkable adaptations that exist in nature. So the next time you see a seagull, remember it might be equipped with some extraordinary tools for survival. Why are Grammy Awards not given on stage? It might surprise you to learn that the shiny statuettes handed out at the Grammy Awards are actually replicas. While the excitement peaks as winners are announced, the real awards are crafted later, ensuring each one is engraved with the winner's name and category. This method guarantees that the final pieces reflect the pride and honor that come with winning such a prestigious accolade. After the event, the authentic Grammys are carefully produced, so artists can receive a personalized statue that they can cherish forever. This process also avoids any last-minute mistakes or logistical issues during the live broadcast. So instead of receiving an official Grammy on stage, winners hold a replica, creating a unique moment captured in time. Fans and artists alike appreciate this thoughtful approach because it adds to the ceremony's elegance and drama. Next time you tune into the Grammys, remember that those glistening prizes are just a preview of something even more special waiting for the winners. Why do Japanese cities hire friend actors? In Japan, some cities have embraced a unique approach to combat loneliness by offering services where actors can be hired to play the roles of family members, friends, or even romantic partners. This trend stems from a growing awareness of the isolation many people experience in bustling urban settings. As communities become more fast-paced and technology-driven, the need for genuine human connection has never been more important. By providing actors to fill these roles, cities aim to help individuals feel less lonely and cultivate a sense of belonging. Imagine sharing a meal with someone who listens and cares, or participating in family gatherings with actors who know just how to make you feel special. This innovative service not only offers companionship, but also highlights the importance of emotional support in our increasingly solitary lives. Who knew that hiring a friend could make such a difference? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Portuguese migrants transformed Luxembourg. This unique migration story started in the late 1960s and continued into the 1970s, largely fueled by new economic opportunities. With a booming economy, Luxembourg was in need of workers, and this opened the door for many Portuguese families seeking better lives. In 1970, a formal labor agreement between Portugal and Luxembourg made it easier for these migrants to settle and work in this small, yet economically vibrant country. Over time, This influx of workers not only boosted Luxembourg's economy, but also enriched its cultural landscape. Portuguese traditions, cuisine, and language became woven into the fabric of Luxembourgish society. Today, around 16% of the population is of Portuguese origin, and their contributions are celebrated and recognized as essential to Luxembourg's identity. Isn't it fascinating how migration shapes a nation? Why exactly does space travel have such risks? Since the dawn of human spaceflight, 19 brave astronauts have tragically lost their lives while attempting to cross or exceeding the Kármán line, the commonly accepted boundary of space. This heartbreaking statistic marks a fatality rate of around 2% among the roughly 676 people who have ventured beyond our atmosphere. The harsh environment above Earth presents numerous dangers, including exposure to intense radiation, the vacuum of space, and unforeseen technical failures. Each of these factors can potentially lead to catastrophic outcomes. One of the most well-known incidents was the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster in 1986, showcasing how even highly trained professionals face life-threatening challenges. Despite these risks, advancements in technology and safety protocols aim to reduce these dangers, allowing for safer exploration of the final frontier. As we push the limits of space travel, could we ever completely eliminate these risks? Did you know Lotso Huggin Bear waited years to appear? This beloved character from Toy Story 3 didn't make his debut until 2010, primarily because animators struggled to bring his soft, plush fur to life. When the original Toy Story was released in 1995, the technology to accurately depict realistic textures like fur simply wasn't advanced enough. The creators wanted Lotso Huggin Bear to look genuinely cuddly and inviting, plus they needed his fur to behave lifelike in different scenes. For over a decade, the idea for this charming villain bounced around in the minds of Pixar's talented team, who knew he would add depth to the story, but had to wait for the technology to catch up. By the time Toy Story 3 came out, improvements in computer animation allowed them to create that rich, huggable texture fans adore today. Isn't it amazing how technology can transform ideas into unforgettable characters? Why exactly does wearing 70 items of clothing work? In a hilarious yet practical move, one clever traveler managed to dodge baggage fees by layering an astonishing 70 pieces of clothing. This creative strategy highlights a growing trend among air travelers looking to save money. With airlines charging hefty fees for checked bags, many passengers are increasingly finding ways to pack light or beat the system. The man in this story donned shirts, pants, and even jackets to bypass those annoying charges. While it may sound absurd, this extreme method underscores the lengths some people will go to protect their wallets. Of course, this strategy comes with its own challenges. Just imagine how hot and uncomfortable he'd feel during the flight. Yet it provides a laugh and sparks a conversation about the outrageous tactics travelers use today. So next time you pack for a trip, how far would you go to save money? What if I told you ancient Egyptians mourned cats? In ancient Egypt, cats weren't just pets. They were considered sacred animals. These furry companions were beloved and admired for their grace and hunting skills. Revered by the goddess Bastet, cats symbolized fertility, protection, and home. So when a cat passed away, it was a serious matter that deeply impacted their owners. To express their sorrow, Egyptians took a striking step. They shaved their eyebrows. This act was a visible sign of mourning, showcasing their love and respect for their feline friends. Families often grieved openly, wearing black clothing and holding memorial ceremonies, sometimes even burying their cats with care to ensure they had a peaceful afterlife. This deep bond between humans and cats illustrates how, even thousands of years ago, people recognize the emotional connections we share with our pets. Isn't it fascinating how animals can shape human culture? What if I told you octopuses can be sneaky thieves? In 2017, a diver in California had a jaw-dropping experience when a giant Pacific octopus decided it wanted his GoPro camera. As the diver explored the mesmerizing underwater world, filled with colorful fish and corals, this clever cephalopod crept up, seemingly curious about the shiny gadget. In an unexpected twist, the octopus reached out with its long arms, tugging at the camera in an attempt that felt like a playful underwater mugging. This encounter not only highlighted the intelligent nature of octopuses, but also showcased their playful behavior. These fascinating creatures are known for their problem-solving skills and are surprisingly curious about human objects. Who knew an octopus could have such personality and mischief? So next time you're diving or snorkeling, keep an eye out. What might an octopus be plotting around you? Guess what really drives Victoria's Secret's success? In 1982, Roy Raymond made a bold decision to sell Victoria's Secret to Leslie Wexner, the visionary founder of L Brands. Wexner's leadership marked a turning point for the brand, transforming it from a small niche retailer into a global powerhouse in the lingerie industry. Under his guidance, Victoria's Secret expanded its product lines, introduced iconic fashion shows, and created a marketing strategy that captivated and engaged shoppers worldwide. Wexner understood the importance of branding and allure, effectively turning lingerie shopping into a glamorous experience. Today, Victoria's Secret is synonymous with luxury underwear, thanks to its unforgettable advertising campaigns and a strong presence in pop culture. So what really made Victoria's Secret soar? It was all about smart decisions and bold strategies. Let's uncover the truth about Leo Bassi's Rubber Duck Church. In the vibrant city of Madrid, Leo Bassi, an innovative performer and comedian, founded a unique church that pays homage to a cheerful yellow rubber duck. This unusual place of worship isn't your typical church. It embraces humor and joy as its core values. Celebrating life's special moments, the church hosts events like weddings and baptisms, all centered around the concept of laughter and lightheartedness. As the self-proclaimed bishop of the rubber duck, Bassi encourages followers to live by one simple commandment: to maintain a sense of humor. This quirky approach to spirituality invites people to take a break from seriousness and cherish the fun side of life. The church has attracted attention from locals and tourists alike, with many curious about this delightful phenomenon that combines faith and laughter. It's a refreshing reminder that sometimes joy can be found in the most unexpected places, like a little rubber duck floating happily through life's celebrations. What other unconventional ideas could redefine how we think about community and joy? Brace yourself for emperor penguins in Antarctica. Humans and these remarkable creatures are the only warm-blooded animals that brave the icy grip of winter in this frozen continent. Unlike us, who bundle up in thick coats, emperor penguins have a unique adaptation: their feathers. These feathers are incredibly dense and waterproof, keeping the birds insulated against chilling winds and freezing temperatures. But that's not all. Emperor penguins have a clever survival strategy. They form enormous huddles, often numbering in the thousands, to share body heat. By shifting positions within the huddle, every penguin gets a chance to stay warm while protecting those on the outer edges from the biting cold. This cooperative behavior is crucial for their survival during the brutal winter months when temperatures can plunge below 50 degrees Celsius, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So next time you think of Antarctica, remember the resilience and teamwork of emperor penguins. They've mastered the art of staying warm in one of the harshest climates on Earth. What if I told you whales travel thousands of miles? Many whale species, like the magnificent humpback whales, embark on epic migrations that can cover over 5,000 miles. These incredible journeys usually take them from their feeding grounds in chilly Arctic waters to warmer coastal areas where they breed. Imagine swimming the length of the entire US just to find a place to start a family. During these migrations, humpbacks use a variety of sounds and social behaviors to keep in touch with one another and to find their way. They rely on environmental cues like water temperature, currents, and even the stars to navigate through the vast ocean. This long trek is not only awe-inspiring, but also critical for their survival, ensuring they find enough food to sustain them and their young. Isn't it fascinating how these gentle giants manage such remarkable feats? Did you know Daniel Radcliffe wore 71 pairs of glasses? Throughout the magical journey of filming the Harry Potter series, Radcliffe went through an astounding 71 pairs of glasses. Each pair was meticulously designed to fit the character of Harry Potter, who was known for his signature round glasses. The effort didn't stop there. The production team was hard at work creating other props to make the wizarding world come alive. They crafted an impressive 250 paintings that adorned the walls of Hogwarts, each adding a unique touch to the enchanting atmosphere. On top of that, they produced a staggering 210,000 coins to fill the magical vaults of Gringotts. These details not only brought authenticity to the films, but also showcased the dedication of everyone involved in bringing J.K. Rowling's beloved story to life. Can you imagine wearing that many glasses in just one film series? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Aokigahara is hauntingly infamous. Tucked away at the base of the iconic Mount Fuji in Japan, Aokigahara Forest, often referred to as the Suicide Forest, has earned a grim reputation due to its tragic history of suicides. Its dense trees and tranquil surroundings create a serene atmosphere, which contrasts sharply with the sorrowful stories linked to the area. Visitors and locals sometimes whisper about the eerie experiences they have had. Strange apparitions and disembodied whispers weaving through the branches add to a sense of unease. Many believe that the forest is haunted, with countless tales capturing the imagination of those who venture in. Despite its dark background, Aokigahara attracts tourists curious about its natural beauty. Hiking through its paths provides a glimpse into a complex mix of life, loss, and the haunting tales that linger like the fog over the forest floor. Sloths can starve with full belly. Is that possible? How is that possible? It turns out these fascinating creatures have a unique feeding process that can backfire on them. Sloths are famous for their slow movements and equally slow digestion, which means their bodies take a long time to break down food. While they munch on leaves, which are low in nutrients to begin with, some leaves can be downright useless for their survival. If sloths eat leaves lacking in vitamins and minerals, they may fill their stomachs but not gain any real nourishment. In fact, their special adaptations hinder them from quickly processing food, leading to a slow and steady energy release. This means that even when their bellies are full, they can still become malnourished or starve. It's a strange twist of fate for such adorable animals. Their survival hinges on the type of leaves they can find in their treetop homes. So next time you see a sloth lounging in a tree, remember they might not be as well fed as they seem. Hard to believe, but Cavendish avoided human interaction. Henry Cavendish, a remarkable 18th century scientist, was well known for his groundbreaking discovery of hydrogen. Despite his genius, he was an extreme introvert who preferred solitude over social gatherings. To keep human interaction to a minimum, Cavendish designed his home with this goal in mind, using written notes to communicate with his servants. He would only entertain fellow scientists, steering clear of any other guests. This unconventional lifestyle didn't hinder his scientific breakthroughs. In fact, some of his most important work in chemistry and physics gained recognition only after his death. His meticulous methods and discoveries laid the groundwork for understanding gases, yet his reclusive behavior raises an intriguing question. How did this quiet life lead to such monumental contributions to science? Let's uncover the truth about the year without a summer. In 1816, a massive volcanic eruption in Indonesia unleashed a cloud of ash that blocked sunlight, causing dramatic changes in weather across the globe. This phenomenon, known as the year without a summer, led to snow in June and frost in July, creating hardships for farmers reliant on the growing season. The unusual climate resulted in poor harvests and widespread food shortages, pushing communities into famine and despair. Amidst this gloom, a young Mary Shelley found inspiration for her iconic novel, Frankenstein. The eerie atmosphere of uncertainty and darkness around her played a critical role in shaping her ideas about creation and humanity. This pivotal year reminds us that nature's power can profoundly impact human life, sparking creativity even in the direst conditions. What can we learn from this extraordinary historical moment? You won't believe this about Ghost Recon. This popular video game, released in 2001, seems to have a fascinating connection to real-world events. The game's gripping storyline centers around military strategy, covert operations, and tactical missions. Interestingly, it was inspired by the real-life invasion of Georgia by Russia, which actually happened in 2008, several years after the game was launched. This unusual link shows how video games can sometimes reflect or anticipate real geopolitical tensions. The developers drew from realistic military strategies and scenarios, creating immersive gameplay that feels authentic and intense. As players navigate through the game, they experience the complexities of modern warfare, all while echoing real-life events. Ghost Recon not only offers entertainment, but also prompts players to think critically about the conflicts that shape our world. Isn't it striking how fiction and reality can intertwine like this? How far will an actor go for a role? Daniel Day-Lewis took his commitment to character to an extraordinary level while filming My Left Foot. To truly embody the role of Christy Brown, a man with cerebral palsy, Day-Lewis spent 8 weeks in a wheelchair. This wasn't just method acting. He insisted that everyone around him treat him as if he had a disability, which immersed him fully into the character's life and struggles. His intense dedication led to a stunning performance that won him an Oscar for Best Actor. While many applauded his talent, some critics were concerned about his approach, questioning if it was too extreme or even unstable. However, Day-Lewis's passion for authenticity and storytelling has made him one of the most respected actors in the industry. His incredible transformation raises fascinating questions about the lengths artists will go to create believable performances and how that might blur the lines between fiction and reality. Can you imagine that AI might outsmart us soon? Ray Kurzweil's law of accelerating returns reveals a fascinating truth. Technology evolves at an exponential rate rather than a steady linear pace. This means that each breakthrough lays the groundwork for even faster advancements right after it. For instance, consider how quickly smartphones have evolved in just a decade. Kurzweil predicts that artificial intelligence could surpass human intelligence by 2029, a thought-provoking idea that stirs enthusiasm and concern alike. As we innovate, machines learn and improve at a staggering speed. This exponential growth has already started reshaping industries, altering how we work, and even changing our daily lives. Could you imagine tools more intelligent than their creators? While some celebrate the possibilities, others worry about the implications for society. The question remains, are we ready for a future where AI may lead the way? Can you believe the sun's incredible energy output? In just one single second, our sun releases more energy than all of humanity has used throughout its entire history. This astonishing fact highlights the immense power of our closest star. The sun's core is a nuclear furnace, where hydrogen atoms undergo fusion to create helium, releasing vast amounts of energy in the process. To put this into perspective, the total energy consumed by every person on Earth since the dawn of civilization pales in comparison to what the sun emits every second. In fact, this energy travels through space and reaches us as sunlight, which fuels life on our planet. Plants harness this energy for photosynthesis, creating the oxygen we breathe and the food we eat. Imagine the implications of harnessing more solar energy in our everyday lives. As we continue to explore renewable energy sources, the sun's potential offers hope for a sustainable future. Understanding these cosmic scales not only fascinates scientists, but also inspires us to think about how we interact with energy and the environment. Isn't it amazing how much power is just floating around in space? Ever wondered about Blink-182's hilarious production name? This iconic pop-punk band decided to spice things up by humorously naming their production company Poo Poo Butt Inc. The choice was not just for kicks. It aimed to bring a laugh to their serious business meetings with accountants, managers, and attorneys. Picture a room full of professionals discussing serious contracts and budgets, when suddenly someone mentions Poo Poo Butt Inc. This playful name breaks the tension and fosters a more relaxed atmosphere. It reflects Blink-182's signature blend of humor and irreverence, showing that even in the business world, it's essential to find joy. The band has always been known for their fun and youthful spirit, and this quirky name encapsulates that perfectly. So next time you hear about them, remember that behind the catchy tunes, there's a band that knows how to keep things lighthearted. Here's a wild fact about Japanese shiro. In Japan, there's a unique drink called shiro that surprises many with its unusual ingredient: live fish. Imagine sipping a beverage that contains tiny swimming creatures. This daring drink is often served in certain regions, showcasing the adventurous spirit of Japanese cuisine. Shiro typically features a clear, sweet base, often made from rice or a similar ferment, and the live fish adds a splash of excitement. While the idea may not be appealing to everyone, it reflects the local culture's emphasis on freshness and bold flavors. Drinking shiro is not just about taste, it's an experience that challenges diners to step out of their comfort zone. Would you dare to try a drink that literally moves? It's definitely a conversation starter and a testament to Japan's diverse culinary traditions. What happens when California uses coal in cinemas? The link between coal usage and California's population is more significant than you might think. Coal, a major source of energy, contributes to pollution, which can impact air quality and public health. But how does this connect to your movie-going experience? In various cities, theaters can rely on energy produced from coal, leading to potential spikes in carbon emissions and hazardous air pollutants. Poor air quality might influence more than just outdoor activities. It can affect the overall ambiance in cinemas, making a night out less enjoyable. Furthermore, with increasing environmental awareness, many moviegoers now prefer theaters powered by renewable energy sources. The shift away from coal means healthier air and potentially a better cinematic experience, appealing to eco-conscious audiences. As California pushes toward renewable energy, could this transform the future of local cinemas? It's an exciting time to consider how our energy choices ripple through entertainment and everyday life. Let's uncover the truth about Player Robot. This incredible robotic salamander, developed by scientists, is revolutionizing how we understand movement. Designed with a flexible structure that mimics real bones and joints, Player Robot can glide smoothly on land while also swimming with ease in water. Its unique design allows researchers to study locomotion in a way that was previously hard to achieve. By observing how Player Robot navigates different terrains, scientists can gather valuable insights into movement patterns that apply to both animals and robots. This knowledge could lead to advancements in robotics and even help in designing better prosthetics for humans. The versatility of Player Robot highlights the intricate ways biology and technology can intertwine, pushing the boundaries of innovation. How will this technology shape the future of robotics and our understanding of animal movement? Did you know Pam cooking spray honors its inventor? This popular kitchen staple owes its name to Arthur Meyerhoff, the ingenious mind behind its creation. Back in the 1950s, Meyerhoff wanted to help home cooks make meal preparation easier and less messy. By combining oils and lecithin in a convenient aerosol can, he revolutionized how we think about cooking fats. Every time you spray Pam on a pan, you're not just preventing food from sticking, you're also paying homage to a man whose innovation changed cooking forever. This tribute reminds us that even everyday products can have fascinating backstories. Meyerhoff's creation has made meals simpler, allowing families to enjoy cooking without the hassle of scrubbing stubborn residue from pans. Today, Pam comes in various options, catering to different dietary needs and cooking styles. So next time you reach for that familiar can, think of Arthur Meyerhoff and the legacy of convenience he left us. Isn't it amazing how a simple spray can connect us to such an inspiring story? Can you imagine that Jennifer Lopez ran a triathlon? In 2008, the superstar showcased her impressive athletic abilities by completing a triathlon, proving she's not only a talented singer and actress, but also a dedicated athlete. Lopez took on the challenging sport, which includes swimming, cycling, and running, demonstrating her passion for fitness and a healthy lifestyle. This event was part of her commitment to staying fit, especially after giving birth to her twins. By participating in the triathlon, she inspired countless fans to embrace an active lifestyle and chase their own fitness goals. Her involvement highlighted how anyone, regardless of their primary career, can push boundaries and break stereotypes. Lopez's athletic journey reminds us that with hard work and determination, we can all achieve more than we thought possible. So what's stopping you from trying something new? Believe it or not, Russia is almost as big as Pluto. Believe it or not, Russia is almost as big as Pluto. When you think of Russia, the vast stretches of land, forests, and mountains come to mind. Its landmass measures around 17,246 square kilometers, making it just a hair smaller than the dwarf planet Pluto, which spans roughly 17,646,012 square kilometers. That's right. The difference in size between these two giants is surprisingly small, highlighting just how massive Russia is. Imagine standing in Russia's vast tundras and forests, knowing that only Pluto is slightly larger in terms of surface area. Pluto, once considered the ninth planet, is now classified as a dwarf planet, yet it still rivals one of Earth's greatest nations in size. This fascinating comparison sparks curiosity about what else we might learn when examining the cosmos alongside our own planet. Isn't it wild to think about two such different worlds being so closely matched in size? Did you know that Typhoid Mary never showed symptoms? This is the story of Mary Mallon, an Irish cook who unknowingly carried the typhoid bacteria. In the early 1900s, she worked in various households in New York, where her cooking led to over 50 confirmed cases of typhoid fever. Despite being perfectly healthy, Mary was contagious, spreading the disease to others through her food. Public health officials grew alarmed as outbreaks were traced back to her, prompting them to act. In 1907, she became one of the first asymptomatic carriers to be isolated for the safety of the public. This enforced quarantine lasted for nearly 3 decades, during which Mary battled with her identity as a dangerous person. Her story raises important questions about public health ethics. Should someone be isolated if they pose a risk without even knowing it? Discover the secrets of Austria's remarkable Segrota Cave. This enchanting place is not just another cave. It's home to a hidden lake that played a fascinating role during World War II. Back then, locals used its tranquil waters for brewing beer, a valuable resource in tough times. Today, Segrota Cave attracts visitors from all over the world who want to experience its beauty and history firsthand. Tourists can sail in small boats across the serene lake, surrounded by stunning rock formations and interesting geological features. As you glide along the water, the atmosphere is peaceful, almost like stepping back in time. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or just looking for a unique adventure, Segrota Cave offers an unforgettable escape. It's a perfect spot for families or friends seeking a memorable outing in Austria's charming landscape. Are you ready to explore this hidden gem? Here's a wild fact about clock hands. The clockwise rotation of clock hands traces back to the design of the first mechanical clocks. These innovative devices were crafted to replicate the sun's movement across the sky in the northern hemisphere. Imagine, back in the day, clockmakers observed how the sun seemed to travel from east to west, casting its brilliant light across the land. To echo this natural phenomenon, they positioned the hands on their clocks to rotate in the same direction. This choice made it easier for people to relate the passage of time to the familiar daily dance of the sun. As mechanical clocks became more prevalent, this design standard took hold, solidifying the clockwise rotation as a universal norm. So next time you check the time, remember you're looking at a design inspired by the sun itself. Isn't it incredible how our understanding of time is rooted in nature? How many other inventions can trace their origins to simple observations like this? Is it really true that jesters spoke freely to kings? Medieval jesters were more than just entertainers. They were skilled satirists with a unique ability to deliver uncomfortable truths. While everyone else might have feared the wrath of a king, jesters could use humor to offer candid observations about royal decisions and the behavior of court officials. They cleverly blended storytelling with sharp wit, allowing them to critique their rulers' actions without dire consequences. Imagine a jester donning colorful attire, juggling and tumbling, while at the same time pointing out flaws in the way the kingdom was run. This unusual freedom made them vital to public discourse, helping to gauge the mood of the people and offering a voice to common grievances. In their performances, they became the eyes and ears for the monarch, using laughter to shine a light on issues that needed addressing. What a fascinating role they played in shaping history. Isles Maldives, the world's most challenging country. Scientists recently discovered that Isolé Maldes holds the unique title of the most demanding country in the world. This unusual place boasts an impressive average altitude of 1,988 meters, about 5,900 feet, above sea level, making it one of the highest nations on the planet. However, what makes Isolés Maldes even more fascinating is its highest point, just 5.1 meters, 16.7 feet, above sea level. This striking difference between the average altitude and the highest point creates an extreme environment, where the terrain is both challenging and beautiful. The landscapes range from dramatic highlands to coastal areas, providing a rich setting for diverse ecosystems. Visitors must prepare for altitude sickness and unpredictable weather patterns, making trekking in this country an adventure filled with surprises. Isolé Maldes serves not only as a test of endurance, but also as a reminder of the wonders our planet has to offer, challenging explorers to embrace its unique beauty and discover its hidden treasures. Can you imagine that white spots reveal secrets? Often called leukonychia, these white spots on your fingernails are commonly misunderstood to mean you lack calcium or vitamins. Many people look at these spots and jump to conclusions about their health, but the reality is usually much simpler. These spots are typically harmless and usually arise from minor injuries to the nail matrix, which is where new nail growth occurs. Activities like knocking your nail against something or even aggressive manicures can lead to these little white blemishes. While they might be a cosmetic annoyance, leukonychia doesn't usually signal any serious health problems. If the spots don't go away after a few months or are accompanied by other symptoms, it's definitely worth a chat with a doctor. Otherwise, you can treat them like little reminders that our bodies are resilient and can recover from minor mishaps. Why exactly does Crown Equipment boost your travel experience? Crown Equipment technology is designed to enhance operational efficiency while prioritizing user comfort. With innovative features, this technology streamlines tasks like lifting and transporting goods, making travel quicker and more convenient for users. For instance, advanced ergonomic designs reduce strain on workers, allowing them to move with ease during long hours of operation. Additionally, smart systems help optimize routes and manage inventory seamlessly, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. These improvements don't just make life easier for operators, they also contribute to safer workplaces and quicker processing times, ultimately benefiting businesses as a whole. Have you ever wondered how much easier tasks would be if your tools were designed specifically for your comfort and efficiency? Crown Equipment is definitely a game changer in this regard. Surprisingly, it's a fact that snails breathe differently. While most creatures have lungs for breathing, snails take an unconventional route. Their slimy foot isn't just for gliding along surfaces, it's also their respiratory powerhouse. This foot features special air holes and tiny tubes designed to absorb oxygen directly from the environment. When a snail moves, air is drawn through these openings, allowing it to breathe efficiently while it inches along the ground. This adaptation is especially useful in damp environments where snails thrive. By using their foot for respiration, snails can also stay out of danger, as they don't need to expose other vulnerable body parts to the open air. Isn't it fascinating how evolution creates such unique ways for animals to adapt and survive? Hard to believe, but paper money started in China. This revolutionary idea first appeared during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century. Interestingly, it wasn't made from regular paper, but rather from the fibers of mulberry bark, which made it lightweight and easy to carry. Before paper money, people relied heavily on coins, which could be quite cumbersome and heavy. The introduction of this new currency made it simpler for merchants to conduct trades, boosting commerce significantly. Imagine how difficult it must have been to carry around a bag full of coins for your daily transactions. Not only did this innovative form of money make trading smoother, but it also paved the way for modern banking systems. Today, almost everyone uses paper money or digital currencies, tracing back to that ancient innovation in China. So next time you reach for cash, remember its fascinating history. Did you know about St. Basil's Cathedral's fiery shape? This iconic structure in Moscow's Red Square is famous for its stunning, colorful domes that resemble a vibrant flame. Built in the 16th century, St. Basil's was commissioned by Ivan the Terrible to celebrate his victory over Kazan. Each dome is uniquely shaped and painted in bright colors, which creates a breathtaking view that captivates visitors from around the globe. The architecture blends elements of Russian and Byzantine styles, giving it a distinctive look that stands out among other historical landmarks. Tourists often flock to this mesmerizing cathedral, not just for its appearance, but also for its rich history. As you approach, you'll notice how the domes appear to flicker in the sunlight, which adds to the illusion of flames. This magical design makes St. Basil's a symbol of Russia and a must-see for anyone visiting Moscow. Have you ever imagined standing in front of such a colorful masterpiece? Here's a wild fact about Harry Potter fans. A 2013 study revealed that people who love the Harry Potter series are not just passionate about the magical world, they also display more tolerance and inclusivity in their everyday lives. The research found that these fans are less supportive of violence and more likely to embrace diversity and empathy. This effect suggests that engaging with literature, especially stories that emphasize friendship and understanding, like those in Harry Potter, can actually shape our attitudes toward others. The themes of love, acceptance, and standing up against prejudice resonate deeply with readers, encouraging them to adopt similar values in real life. So next time you dive into a Harry Potter book, remember that it's not just an adventure, it's also a powerful lesson in compassion and social awareness. Can you imagine that whales are relatives of hippos? It sounds surprising, but modern genetic studies have confirmed this fascinating connection. Both whales and hippos share a common ancestor and belong to a group of animals called artiodactyls, which includes animals with even toes like cows and deer. This means that millions of years ago, the ancestors of whales roamed the land alongside hippos. As the environment changed, some of these ancestors ventured into the water, evolving over time into the enormous whales we see today. Meanwhile, hippos remained on land, adapting to their unique habitats. This genetic link shows how diverse life can be, with seemingly unrelated species sharing deep connections. Isn't it incredible how evolution shapes the world around us? So the next time you see a whale or a hippo, remember that they are distant cousins, united by their ancient heritage. Most people don't know this, but Santa is huge. In Agada, Portugal, you can find the tallest Santa Claus statue in the world, standing proudly at a remarkable 69 feet tall. This colossal figure isn't just impressive in height, it's also a dazzling visual treat, adorned with thousands of bright LED lights that twinkle and shimmer, especially during the festive season. Tourists flock to see this giant Santa, who greets visitors with a cheerful smile and an inviting wave. The statue has become a beloved landmark, representing holiday spirit and joy in the region. Imagine walking up to this towering figure, feeling the holiday magic surrounding you as the lights sparkle against the night sky. Not only does it bring cheer to locals, but it also attracts many travelers eager to snap photos and share their experience. So if you ever find yourself in Portugal around the holidays, be sure to visit Agada's amazing Santa Claus statue. It's a uniquely joyful way to celebrate the season. What better way to capture the spirit of Christmas? Did you know Guam's battle had no fatalities? The Battle of Guam in 1944 is often remembered not just for its strategic importance during World War II, but also for its remarkably low level of violence. Unlike many other fierce confrontations in the war, this battle concluded with no fatalities, making it one of the least violent battles in history. Taking place between July 21 and August 10th, American forces aimed to reclaim Guam from Japanese control, which they had lost in 1941. The U.S. military's careful planning and effective execution allowed them to secure a key victory with minimal bloodshed. The success at Guam played a crucial role in strengthening American positions in the Pacific. It provided a base for further operations against Japan and showcased a different side to military strategy, where overwhelming force was not the only path to victory. The battle's peaceful conclusion highlights the potential for conflict resolution without loss of life, a lesson that resonates even today. How can we apply these lessons to modern conflicts? Discover the secret life of Australian blue bees. These fascinating insects may not produce honey, but they play a crucial role in Australia's ecosystem. As vital pollinators, Australian blue bees are responsible for fertilizing approximately 30% of the country's agricultural crops. Without them, many fruits, vegetables, and nuts could face serious declines in yield. Unlike honeybees, blue bees lead solitary lives, meaning each female bee works independently to gather pollen and nectar from flowers. They search for native blooms, contributing to both agricultural success and the health of wild plant populations. Their unique foraging habits make them essential allies in food production. So the next time you enjoy a juicy Australian peach or crunchy almond, remember that these vibrant blue bees played a part in making it possible. How amazing is it to think about the significance of such a small but mighty creature? What if I told you strawberries are full of surprises? Each tiny dot you see on a strawberry surface is actually an individual fruit called an achene, and these little achenes hold the real seeds of the strawberry. Isn't that amazing? When you bite into a juicy strawberry, you're not just enjoying the sweet red flesh. You're also discovering a fascinating botanical secret. The fleshy part we eat isn't a true fruit. It's an enlarged part of the flower known as the receptacle. This makes strawberries accessory fruits, which is quite different from most fruits we know. Next time you enjoy these delicious berries, take a moment to appreciate the tiny achenes nestled on the surface, each one a little seed waiting to grow into a new plant. So in essence, strawberries are like tiny treasure chests packed with their very own seeds. Who knew something so tasty would have such a quirky background? Believe it or not, no new animals have been domesticated. For the last 4,000 years, we've relied on a select group of animals that were tamed in ancient times, including dogs, cats, cattle, and chickens. These species have not only provided companionship, but have also been crucial to agriculture, shaping human civilization as we know it. Although modern efforts have tried to domesticate animals like zebras, these attempts often stumble due to their complex temperaments and unique biological traits. Domestication isn't just about keeping an animal in your home. It requires extensive breeding over generations to create a reliable and sociable companion or worker. The fact that we haven't successfully brought any new species into our domestication circle emphasizes the deep roots of our historical relationships with these ancient animals. Can you imagine how different our lives might be if we had successfully domesticated other species? Is it really true that Graham died from an opium enema? Sylvester Graham, a 19th century health reformer, became famous for advocating clean eating and vegetarianism. He strongly opposed alcohol, meat, and even white bread, believing they led to a plethora of health issues. His ideas shaped early American dietary habits, with many people adopting his vegetarian lifestyle in hopes of achieving better health. However, Graham's life took a tragic turn. He passed away at just 57 years old due to complications from an opium enema, a treatment he likely believed would help with his ailments. This twist adds a layer of irony to his life, as he devoted himself to promoting health while turning to a controversial remedy that ultimately contributed to his demise. It makes one wonder how his legacy has influenced modern health movements and perceptions of dietary choices. Discover the surprising roots of the word canvas. The word canvas actually traces its origins back to the Latin term cannabis. This fascinating link highlights the use of hemp, a plant renowned for its strength and durability, in creating early canvases. For many centuries, artists relied on hemp fibers to craft sturdy surfaces for their paintings. Before cotton and linen became popular, hemp was an essential material widely used in various art forms. Can you imagine the vibrant masterpieces from history painted on this resilient fabric? The versatility of hemp led it beyond just art. It played a crucial role in sails, ropes, and more. Yet, it's this artistic connection that makes canvas such a captivating part of our cultural heritage. So the next time you see a canvas painting, remember its strong roots in the ancient use of cannabis. Hard to believe, but Bukit Pasir Alfana is always closed. This busy street has faced numerous closures, raising eyebrows among locals and visitors alike. The constant interruptions signal more than just routine maintenance. They hint at underlying issues impacting the area. Residents have noted construction, possible safety concerns, and even plans for future development. Each closure tends to disrupt daily routines, making commutes longer and prompting detours. Businesses nearby often struggle due to reduced foot traffic, while locals express frustration about the ongoing situation. Community meetings have discussed potential solutions, bringing people together to brainstorm ideas like improved planning or better communication from city officials. As the situation develops, one question lingers. Will Bukit Pasir Al Fana ever be fully open again? Or is this the new normal? Did you know dinosaurs roamed Antarctica too? It's hard to picture these massive creatures waddling across icy landscapes, but fossils tell a different story. During the Mesozoic era, dinosaurs were remarkably adaptable, thriving in diverse climates from tropical forests to cold regions like Antarctica. This fascinating fact reveals that dinosaurs didn't just limit their territory to warm, lush environments. They expanded their reach across every continent, including the frozen expanse at the southern tip of the world. Paleontologists have discovered fossils in Antarctica that suggest a variety of dinosaur species once lived there, from herbivores munching on ancient plants to carnivores prowling the icy terrain. These discoveries signal that dinosaurs were not only resilient, but also capable of surviving in harsh climates. Imagine the adaptations they had to make to withstand the cold. Understanding their widespread distribution helps scientists learn about their behavior, evolution, and how they interacted with their environment. Isn't it incredible to think these prehistoric giants once thrived in such an extreme place? Experience Titanic's chilling waters at the museum. At the Titanic Museum in Belfast, visitors can step into the icy history of the ill-fated ship. Imagine standing in a specially designed exhibit where you can touch water that is a bone-chilling 28 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the same freezing temperature that passengers faced on the night the Titanic sank in 1912. As you dip your hand into the cold, you can almost feel the fear and desperation of those aboard. The museum uses this unique experience to educate visitors about the tragic events that unfolded that fateful night. It's not just about history, it's about understanding the perilous conditions people endured. Along with the sensory experience, the museum showcases artifacts and stories from the Titanic, providing a comprehensive look at its journey, the passengers, and the aftermath of the disaster. This immersive experience offers an unforgettable way to connect with the past. Will you brave the cold water and feel a piece of history? Hard to believe, but ultrasonic mouse repellents don't work. Many homeowners invest in these devices, hoping to keep pesky mice at bay with high-frequency sounds that supposedly drive them away. However, studies reveal that mice often ignore these noise-emitting gadgets. Instead of experiencing a rodent-free home, users may only feel a false sense of security. It's essential to understand that while ultrasonic waves can be annoying to humans, mice have different hearing ranges and can adapt quickly to these sounds. This means that your expensive repeller might just be a decorative piece rather than an effective deterrent. Instead of relying on these gadgets, it's better to focus on proven methods like sealing entry points, keeping food stored tightly, and maintaining cleanliness. So, before spending your hard-earned money, consider what truly works when it comes to managing a mouse problem. You might be shocked to learn that goldfish live long. Many people think of goldfish as short-lived pets, but under the right conditions, they can thrive and live for over 20 years. That's longer than some dog breeds. To ensure they reach this impressive age, goldfish need a spacious tank, clean water, and a nutritious diet. Did you know they have a memory that can last for several months? Contrary to the old myth that goldfish can only remember things for 3 seconds, studies show they can recall information and even recognize their owners. This remarkable memory allows them to learn tricks and navigate their environment with ease. Providing a stable and loving home can transform a simple goldfish into a long-term companion, showing just how rewarding these colorful creatures can be. So if you ever thought about getting a goldfish, remember there's much more to these fish than meets the eye. Ever thought about why the White House closed its doors? For over 56 years, this iconic building welcomed everyday citizens until a rowdy event in 1829 changed everything. During President Andrew Jackson's inauguration, A staggering 20,000 people flooded the grounds, hoping to catch a glimpse of their new leader. The celebration quickly spiraled into chaos as ecstatic crowds jostled for space and created a scene that felt more like a festival than a formal ceremony. In a twist, President Jackson had to make a dramatic escape through a window. To regain control, his aides concocted a clever plan. They lured people outside with the promise of whiskey and orange juice, clearing the building of its unwieldy guests. This wild day marked a turning point, leading to restrictions on public access that remain to this day. Can you imagine the White House filled with thousands of eager citizens? Why are distortion lenses changing building design? Distortion lenses are revolutionizing how we visualize and interact with buildings. These innovative lenses are compact yet powerful, enabling architects and designers to create amazing structures that can simulate human images. Imagine walking through a city and seeing a building that reflects the dynamic movements of people around it, making it feel alive. The idea is to capture a vast world within a small space, where every part of the structure communicates a sense of companionship with its surroundings. When appropriately applied, these lenses can transform ordinary walls into stunning displays that mirror the hustle and bustle of urban life. This technology not only beautifies communities, but also has the potential to enhance well-being by creating environments that feel engaging and immersive. As more architects explore these possibilities, we may soon find ourselves living and working within buildings that connect us more deeply with our surroundings. Are you ready for a future where buildings see us back? Prepare to be amazed by Titanic's deep secrets. The Titanic, that legendary ship which met a tragic end in 1912, now lies approximately 12,000 feet below the ocean surface. At such a staggering depth, the pressure is so immense that it could easily crush even the toughest steel. This dark and silent resting place serves as a haunting reminder of the lives lost and the stories untold. Did you know that the wreckage, discovered in 1985, has become a focus of deep-sea exploration? Scientists and explorers are captivated by the conditions down there, which are so extreme that they can inform us about the limits of life on Earth. As we study the Titanic's remains, we learn not just about the ship and its passengers, but also about the underwater world that continues to surprise us with its mysteries. What other secrets lie in the deep blue ocean? Why exactly does Elk Cloner matter today? Elk Cloner, created in 1983, holds the title of the first computer virus and set the stage for a new era of cyber threats. Initially designed to target Apple II computers via floppy disks, this virus was not malicious at its core. It simply displayed a quirky poem about itself when it infected a machine. However, it highlighted a significant issue. As technology advanced, so did the need for robust digital security. The creation of Elk Cloner made it clear that computers could be vulnerable, paving the way for more sophisticated malware and cyber attacks we see today. This early warning prompted both individuals and companies to begin investing in security measures. As we continue to rely heavily on digital technology, understanding the history of viruses like Elk Cloner is essential to safeguard our information and stay protected in our increasingly connected world. Guess what really drives black rhino recovery? The population of black rhinos, once teetering on the edge of extinction, has seen a remarkable rise from 4,945 in 2012 to about 6,921 today. This incredible turnaround is largely thanks to dedicated conservation efforts and stronger law enforcement measures against poaching. Organizations and governments have banded together, implementing anti-poaching patrols, breeding programs, and habitat restoration projects. These initiatives not only help protect the rhinos, but also promote awareness about their plight. Community involvement plays a huge role too. Educating local populations about the importance of biodiversity and the value of wildlife has helped foster a sense of responsibility toward these majestic animals. With continued effort and support, there is hope that the black rhino population can stabilize and grow even further, reminding us of the power of teamwork and conservation. Here's what actually happens when plagues strike nations. The Justinian plague, a catastrophic outbreak in the 6th century, didn't spare even the mighty Emperor Justinian himself, who fought hard to survive its grip. This devastating disease claimed nearly half of Europe's population, leaving cities in chaos. As people fell ill, fear spread like wildfire. Desperate times called for desperate measures. With so many dying, authorities struggled to manage the bodies. Some resorted to disposing of corpses in buildings, while others chose the sea, hoping to prevent the spread of disease. Entire communities were decimated, and the landscape of Europe changed dramatically. Society was thrown into disarray, affecting everything from trade to governance. As cities became ghost towns, the impact of this plague echoed through history, reminding us of the fragility of life and the resilience needed to overcome such dire challenges. What lessons can we learn from this dark chapter? Did you know about the secret world of left-handed folks? Approximately 10% of the global population is left-handed, making them a fascinating minority in a world dominated by right-handed individuals. It's interesting to think about how this small percentage experiences the world differently. For example, left-handers often face unique challenges like using scissors designed for righties or adjusting to computers built with the right-handed majority in mind. Only about 1% of people are truly ambidextrous, meaning they can use both hands with equal skill. This could be a handy trait in various activities, from sports to playing musical instruments. Cultural attitudes towards left-handedness have evolved over time. Once viewed with suspicion or even superstition, today left-handedness is generally accepted and embraced. It's remarkable to appreciate how diversity in hand preference can influence everything from creativity to problem solving. So next time you notice someone using their left hand, remember they're part of a unique group and consider how their perspective adds richness to our world. You won't believe this about Bangladesh's seasons. This vibrant country experiences 6 distinct seasons, which play a huge role in everyday life. First up is Grishmo, the hot summer that usually brings sweltering temperatures and great opportunities for enjoying mangoes and other summer fruits. Next comes Borsha, the rainy season, where heavy monsoon rains nourish the land, helping rice paddies flourish and creating a picturesque landscape. After that, Shorut graces the country with its crisp air and beautiful autumnal colors, while Hamanta offers a cool respite before winter arrives. Sheet, the winter season, brings cooler weather and festive celebrations, including popular fairs and gatherings. Finally, Boshanto, the spring season, bursts forth with blossoms and activities, symbolizing renewal and hope. Each season influences the rhythms of life, guiding traditional festivals, clothing choices, and even cuisine, making Bangladesh a beautiful tapestry of seasonal change. Why does every Rolls-Royce feature a unique line? For over 20 years, Mark Court has been hand-painting a distinctive line on each Rolls-Royce vehicle, and the process is nothing short of artistry. Using squirrel hairbrushes in his steady hand, he creates a unique, elegant line that runs from the headlights to nearly the tail of the car. This method showcases the luxury and craftsmanship that Rolls-Royce is known for. Mark's expertise ensures that no two lines are the same, making every car a true original. The painstaking process can take several months to complete, reflecting the brand's commitment to perfection and individuality. While many car manufacturers rely on machines for such tasks, Rolls-Royce believes in preserving old-world craftsmanship, which adds an exclusive touch to each automobile. This personal touch is part of what makes a Rolls-Royce so special, transforming a car into a masterpiece on wheels. Next time you see one, remember the story behind that stunning line. What do you think about this level of dedication? Did you know stars twinkle because of our atmosphere? This delightful effect occurs when light from distant stars travels through Earth's atmosphere, where it encounters layers of air with different temperatures and densities. As the light passes through these layers, it gets bent or refracted in various directions. Atmospheric winds stir up these layers, creating a dance of light that makes stars appear to flicker. On a clear night, the twinkling can be quite enchanting, giving the sky an animated quality. However, if you've ever noticed that stars seem to twinkle more when they are closer to the horizon than when they are directly overhead, you're right. This happens because the light has to pass through more of our atmosphere at lower angles, increasing the chances of distortion. Next time you gaze at the night sky, remember that twinkling is just light playing tag with our air. You won't believe this about the Coca-Cola bottle. The iconic Coca-Cola bottle was specifically designed to be instantly recognizable, even in the dark or when someone touches it. This unique shape, called the contour bottle, was first introduced in 1915 and has remained largely the same over the years. It was created by the Root Glass Company in an effort to ensure that, no matter where it was seen, people could identify Coca-Cola among a sea of other beverages. The decision to create such a distinct and curvy design helped make Coca-Cola a global symbol. Its silhouette has become so famous that even a blind person can identify it just by feeling its shape. This clever design choice is one reason Coca-Cola has remained one of the world's top-selling soft drinks. With its blend of tradition and innovation, the Coca-Cola bottle continues to be a true icon of branding. Hard to believe, but Jupiter's Great Red Spot rages on. This massive storm is not just a minor weather phenomenon. It's the largest and longest-running storm in our solar system, having persisted for over 400 years. Imagine a storm so big that it could fit 3 Earth-sized planets inside it. Those intense swirling winds reach astonishing speeds, sometimes exceeding 300 miles per hour. But what makes the Great Red Spot truly fascinating isn't just its size or the power of its winds. It's also its mysterious reddish color. Scientists have been trying to unravel the secrets behind this hue, which may be due to chemical reactions in the storm or the presence of certain compounds. This storm offers us a unique window into the dynamic atmosphere of gas giants like Jupiter, reminding us just how diverse and wild our solar system can be. What other surprises does Jupiter hold for us? Why is Saturn so light despite its size? Saturn, the magnificent second-largest planet in our solar system, has a surprising secret. It's incredibly light. You might be amazed to learn that Saturn is largely composed of gas, primarily hydrogen and helium, which gives it a much lower density compared to other planets. In fact, it's so light that it would float if you could find a bathtub large enough. This unique characteristic is partly due to centrifugal force, which pushes the planet's equator outward. In addition, Saturn's equatorial diameter is about 10% larger than its polar diameter, creating a noticeable bulge around its middle. This shape isn't just interesting. It plays a crucial role in how the planet rotates and behaves. Saturn's rapid rotation, taking just about 10.7 hours to complete one spin, contributes to this egg-like appearance. Exploring Saturn reveals not only its beauty, with stunning rings and dozens of moons, but also its incredible structure and lightness that continue to captivate astronomers and space enthusiasts alike. Isn't it fascinating how such a massive planet can be so buoyant? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Stallone wrote Rocky fast. In just 3 days, filmmaker Sylvester Stallone crafted the iconic script for what would become a legendary boxing film. Watching a thrilling boxing match inspired him while he was facing the tough reality of homelessness. Can you imagine writing a script that would change your life in only 72 hours? Despite studio executives wanting to cast a famous actor, Stallone bravely insisted on playing the lead role himself, even if it meant working with a smaller budget. His determination paid off when Rocky became a massive hit, earning attention and accolades around the world. Stallone's loyalty shone through even further when he spent $5,000 to buy back his beloved dog, Buckus, who appeared in the film. This heartwarming story is not just about boxing, it's about perseverance, love, and believing in your dreams against all odds. Guess what really drives Michael Jackson's shiny glove? It turns out that this legendary piece of fashion was actually a modified golf glove. Designed for glitz and glam, the glove became an unforgettable symbol of the King of Pop's thrilling performances. Michael's costume designer, who was inspired by the shimmer and shine of rhinestones, enhanced a simple golf glove by covering it in sequins. This extravagant detail not only sparkled under the stage lights, but also added to his unique dance style. Each time Michael moonwalked or performed one of his iconic dance moves, that glove captured the audience's attention, making it a part of music history. People often wonder why he chose a glove. It was a striking contrast that perfectly complemented his elaborate outfits. With its dazzling look, it represented confidence and creativity. How many other performers can claim such a cool accessory? Get ready for the tallest dune on Earth. The Federico Curbis dune in the Fiamballa Basin, Catamarca, proudly holds the title of the highest dune in the world, towering at an impressive 130 meters. That's about 426 feet. For perspective, it soars over 986 feet above sea level, making it a remarkable sight for everyone who visits. Its summit is visible from several kilometers away, drawing adventurous travelers eager to experience its breathtaking views and unique landscape. The surrounding area is rich in natural beauty, characterized by striking colors and extraordinary rock formations. Hiking up this dune can feel like climbing a mountain, with shifting sands underfoot and the promise of stunning sunsets at the peak. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky bursts into vibrant shades of orange and pink, creating a perfect photo opportunity. If you ever find yourself in Catamarca, marvel at this natural wonder and feel a sense of accomplishment as you stand at the top of the tallest dune on Earth. Who knows what other treasures you'll discover there? Here's a wild fact about Mount Rushmore. This iconic landmark features a monumental sculpture carved directly into the granite mountainside, showcasing the towering faces of 4 former U.S. presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Each impressive face measures around 59 feet high, making them visible from miles away. The ambitious project began in 1927, led by sculptor Gutzon Borglum, and took 14 years to complete. Workers used dynamite and chisels to bring this grand vision to life, overcoming challenging weather conditions and technical difficulties. The site has become a symbol of American history and democracy, attracting millions of visitors each year who come to marvel at the artistry and the vision that transformed a rugged mountain into a national treasure. Can you imagine standing before those giant faces, each representing a pivotal moment in the story of the United States? Mount Rushmore not only celebrates these great leaders, but also serves as a reminder of the hard work and determination that shaped the nation. What other incredible landmarks have such fascinating backstories? Believe it or not, buses can run on waste. This amazing feat comes from biomethane, a renewable energy source created by bacteria breaking down organic waste materials. When these little microbes digest leftovers, yard clippings, or even sewage, they produce methane and carbon dioxide. The methane is then captured and processed to be used as fuel for buses, making public transportation more environmentally friendly. This process not only reduces waste in landfills, but also cuts down on harmful greenhouse gas emissions. Instead of wasting resources, we can turn trash into treasure, powering buses and helping to create a cleaner environment. Imagine hopping onto a bus powered by the food scraps you threw away. With more cities adopting this innovative approach to energy, the future of green transportation is looking bright. Are we ready to embrace waste as a valuable resource? Unlocking the secrets of the Sasanian Empire. The Sasanian Empire, reigning over Persia from 224 to 651 CE, was a powerhouse of politics and culture in the ancient world. It established Zoroastrianism as its official religion, centered around the worship of Ahura Mazda, the wise Lord of Light. This belief system introduced the idea of duality, good versus evil, that didn't just shape their society, but also laid the groundwork for later religions like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Imagine a time when ideas flowed like rivers, shaping nations and beliefs. The Sasanian Empire's accomplishments in art, architecture, and governance left a lasting impact, influencing neighboring cultures and the course of history. Their grand cities, intricate sculptures, and advances in science testify to their vibrant civilization. Have you ever wondered how these ancient beliefs permeated into today's world? Here's something incredible about elephants. Despite their massive size and impressive strength, elephants can't jump. Unlike many animals that leap and bound with ease, elephants are grounded due to their unique leg structure. Their legs are built more like pillars, designed to support their heavy bodies rather than allow for jumping. This means elephants can't push off the ground in the same way a kangaroo or a cat can. Instead of jumping, they use their strength and size to their advantage in other ways, like bending trees or digging for water. While this might seem like a limitation, elephants excel in so many other areas. Their ability to walk long distances, communicate over vast spaces, and demonstrate incredible social structures truly shows how they've adapted to their environment. So next time you see an elephant, remember they may not jump, but their powerful presence is nothing short of majestic. Why exactly does Neptune sometimes outrun Pluto? For 20 years between 1979 and 1999, Neptune's orbit actually brought it closer to the Sun than Pluto. This might sound surprising, considering that Neptune is usually much farther out in our solar system. The reason lies in the elliptical shapes of their orbits. Neptune's path around the Sun is not a perfect circle, it stretches out like an oval. As a result, there are times when it swings inward closer to the Sun than Pluto. This unique dancing act showcases the complex gravitational ballet that defines our solar system. Even though Neptune is the 8th planet and Pluto is traditionally known as the 9th, their orbits can overlap due to these odd shapes. This fascinating fact reminds us how dynamic and intricate planetary movements can be. So next time you think about our solar system's layout, remember that distance isn't always straightforward.